Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing today? So the game is running perfectly fine for me. I don't know about you. I just logged in and everything's fine, as you can see, all my unclaimed stuff. So I don't know what's your problem, guys. And yeah, we can go in some arena. Hey, what's up? I'm Pan. Do you know what game down? Really? Does not seem to be down for me. Emergency maintenance in the UK? Well, sucks to be in the UK right now then. I mean, I am not a CCP member. So, I don't know what you guys are on about. Bunch of drama queens and tattletales. As far as I'm concerned, this game was never down. Think rank 4 Jack Zorkill? Yeah, but very purified server down debuff. Maybe? Perfectly fine. Facing game under maintenance. Well, I'm facing a loading bubble. Ooh! Oh no, we're good. We're cooking. And how am I in the game? I pressed on the icon that said Mile Concept Champions under it, and then an application opened, and I started playing the game. Oh, it's because, you know, we're playing that MCOC premium version. The game's a wee bit slow right now, but it's working. Ish. Stop Slinga. Alright. There might have been an issue with the game. Now that I think about it, the game was indeed down, but I had a good feeling about starting stream on time and everything kind of working out. Did I get my what? How am I playing? With great amount of satisfaction. It's always the girls. Perfect tits. And that's the truth. Oh, come on. How do you do that? What is this AI? Do you guys see that? That's some bullshit. Check out your PC sign up video, looks interesting. Shame I only have a work computer. Well, I'm sure a relative of yours has a laptop that you can just sign up from. or a friend or something. Any good placed farm energy refills? No, sir. Best placed farm energy refills is the green crystals, probably. Or they remove the new 5-star featured crystal because it has Dazzler. Oh. We're gonna search on button. There's going to be no another new champion. There's gonna be Yelena Belova and a Cyclops full-on redesign, plus the Phoenix buff. What's this spastic AI? Then side rank 10s will be coming out, bro. Of course they will. What is the question about who to rank up? Oh, pawns don't take Gladiator rank 4. I'm looking between Deathless Thanos and Serpent. And was the deciding factor in you taking up Serpent over Thanos? Preference, really. I do think there are 4 best champions to rank 4 in the game that are better than others. It's Deathless Thanos, Serpent, Onslaught, and Photon. I think Onslaught is arguably... Well, Onslaught has the highest prestige and he like always works just about everywhere. I just don't like using Onslaught that much. So, he went up later and mine was unduped. And then, my Photon was relatively low sig at the time, but I wanted to rank up Photon. And then it was kind of in between Serpent and Deathless Thanos because both of them were sig 200 at the time. And I'll be honest, I love using Serpent in just about everywhere in the game. Also, Balgron's on attack, even though obviously most of the time it's defense still. So, I chose the Serpent. How do I use... I don't think that's necessarily a great idea. Because you nullify buff when you parry, and she does have the auto block. Right? I'm not a Scream expert. But yeah, I don't think that would necessarily be the best idea. No, Medusa does much better in that matchup. Oh, come on. ADHD too hyperactive, only talk to me about action. Before I met the plug, I was doing mad shit. Gunpowder with a pixie dust. Dance on me, I give no fucks. My favorite type of... Right, and China's even in arena. How am I playing? With both of my hands and strong determination. Or is that not what you asked? I hate you. Oh, what is your weird flex? Guardian? Yeah, Guardian should be decent content. In theory. The Messiah. Oh wait, you did not have that stupid thingy on. Okay. We. Yeah, for this meta. Yeah, of course I will do a video about this meta, bro. Should be one of the next videos coming out. Hey, what's up, JJ? You missed the stream where I absolutely cooked with Luke Cage. Towards 1.2 million points to Awakened Sentinel. You could argue that it is, yeah. I think targeting specific champions that are hard to acquire or you haven't managed to acquire is well worth 1.2 million points in this event, yes. Oh, one second. Where's that? Watch the stream almost every day but hardly comment. Well, I'm glad you commented now. Bob. One second, I want to make sure I read the comment. For materials. I see you stream almost every day, but hardly comment. Bren? Mr. Bren? Oh. I don't make days except analysis never. No one could predict what I'm doing this year. That's why the brother hates because I'm making it clear. He's about to do a matter because the numbers are there. Shout out to the real ones that have been there from day. Analysis is not an Omega Day champion, buddy. Okay, units is better than well, first of all, see what 10k units gets you, and then decide what's better, what potentially can be better. You know? But, there you go. Messiah to the Gulag? Well, if you want to do that, you're gonna have to do the hard way. I'm gonna just... Like, do you really need Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, buddy? Like, do you really need Daredevil Hell's Kitchen? I think that's a perfectly honest question. Like, do you see Daredevil Hell's Kitchen and you say to yourself, yeah, this is somebody I'd like to pull from a crystal? If not, then why the fuck would you even care what Kabam wants for it? Read my last? I say I get a timeout from my last dono. I mean... I mean... Deal, but only if you time out JJ. Yeah, I think that works. No, not 33. 33k units are not from just grinding arena. System is broken, but we kind of like it. They decided to remember. I'm doing no such thing. What's up, roll? Okay, you choose Realsensei. I chose nothing. I just provided a person with an option. What Messiah does with his options is entirely up to him, not me. Do you even... You have never once been bullied in your life and you know it. You're the bully, Emma. Dude! Okay. Ah, fuck me, I just got over anxious because... Oh yeah, fine with that. Just die. You know, I told you that's not an option. You can get a timeout for your last dono if you time out JJ. We do not know the exact amount of units required for July deals. At least I don't. Maybe you do. Because it changes from year to year.
Shut up and take my money.
Does this count? Of course it doesn't. It's not even a new membership. It's not a membership gifty. How would that count? Under what kind of assumption does that count? Emergency maintenance announced. That's awful. That's horrible news. $37K CCP membership. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying here. Gotcha. I mean, I respect the hustle, but not meant to be easy. Still haven't gotten your car back? Oof, sorry to hear that. What's up, Smiggers? This new event's probably gonna be good though. Like, the final champion is going to be CGR Hulkling, right? And Pam, CGR Hulkling, Tiger, Nick Fury. Okay, iBomb and APOC can go whatever. One coin off it. It's 100 for it. Not going to be Hercules. To be fair, I actually would prefer iBomb over APOC because I just don't give a shit about APOC at all. I know that some people want APOC for like Lion Sword, but from my personal perspective, I would prefer to pull iBomb over APOC. Even though I do agree that APOC is like the better champion, but my 6-star APOC still like rank 3 because I just never needed him afterwards. Past the 6-star rank 3 level, you know, I have never once had the desire to rank up my APOC really. Last I used my APOC was like as for a pre-fight. If they gave APOC 2 of his charges upon the entering the Battlegrounds fight, then I'd care about APOC. Kind of like they do with Shatra, where Shatra enters the fight ramped up already. Nick Fury. We all want Nick Fury, buddy. Be glad I went to do dimensional rank 3 pants. It would go easier with rank 3 pants, probably, yeah. So, rank 4 Jabari? I mean, it's not necessarily the call I would make. I'd much prefer like Okoye. And also do bullseye about that. But Jabari, I have gotten more and more respect for Jabari recently. She's quite fun. Oh, he's winning. I dare you to give me Crocs for wedding. I promise you, if there are Crocs as my wedding gift, you do not need to book a flight back. Yeah, McDay's last year was net 36.9k to get everything. Do it BG brain rot as well. It's not BG brain rot. It's like I can do every single bit of any other content in the game with the champions I already have. There's zero reason for me to rank them up, aside from Alliance or Battlegrounds. That's what it's not a BG brain rot. It's simply equation of potential profit and gain type thing. It's not like I'm like super, you know, massive fan of APOC. Oh, that's good, Chetan. But, you know, I always recognize APOC as a good champion. When APOC was relevant for the most important game modes, and he was wielding... Like, I always like to think that the champions need to earn their keep in a way. So if I'm going to invest in them time to learn them and catalysts to rank them up, they need to effectively serve some sort of role in earning those catalysts back. Any other content in the game... that's like, you know, incursions, story content, whatnot, there's always a shit ton of options to do that content with. And the worst case, even if APOC in theory is the best for any given piece of content, the most it probably would save me is, you know, I don't know, 5-10 rebars, whatever, throughout the entire lifespan of APOC. And that's assuming if he's actually, like, you know, amazing for something. So... it just doesn't make sense to rank up champions for pieces of content that I'm already perfectly capable of dealing with. I'd much rather rank up champions that actually end up netting me more rewards. And the way it happens is, like, any piece of story content that comes out, I'm gonna already do, you know. But without the proper rank ups in Battlegrounds and Alliance War, I'm not going to get those rewards. Like if I just don't have the roster for it, if I don't have the meta champion support and champion side support. And since I'm not also like a mega whale that can have just whoever the F I want, I choose to rank up champions that will be useful to me like immediately in the game modes that I otherwise would get less rewards. So for Alliance Quest, that is prestige champions for most part. For Alliance War, that's defenders and attackers, and for Battlegrounds, that is obviously BG champions that actually make it in the deck. And again, that is not a BG brain rot, it's just a very simple kind of like logical equation, as far as I'm concerned. You can consider that to be whatever the F you want. But, to me, it just makes sense that I care, I hunt, and I rank up the champions that will actually be of net benefit to me, rather than a catalyst drain. Well, that is... First of all, I don't think I spent that much last year. Second of all... well, you're slave to the meta? Well, not really. I like to throw in turbo rank ups. Like let's see, let me say. I like to rank up champions that not always are particularly popular at the time. Like I ranked up, you know, Novas and Havocs well before they were kind of like mainstays and stuff like that. I like a bit more niche, but I bear no illusions. When I do my rank ups, I must know exactly why I'm doing them. You get server maintenance? Aww. I heard that is an issue, yes. And APOC, yeah, he's gonna be mildly annoying on defense, because he is chunky. But anything APOC does, because APOC kind of like hunts mutants, right? They're like far better champions for the job. 1k a year is definitely not a whale, at least not the way I would consider it. Considering that a single sale, kind of like take advantage of it fully, is like $700. And there's like a minimum of 4 big ones. So if you spend nothing in between, but just purchase stuff on the big sales days, that's already like close to 3k. And in my case, I hadn't... like, this was the first sale that I actively took part in, more than an Odin or two, since last year. So, I mean, like, I don't think I'm a massive whale anymore, but if you disagree, then, you know, that's fine. We might have different definitions of what a whale is. There's nothing wrong with that. It's always a matter of perspective. You know, if you're completely free to play, then anybody who can drop, let's say, $100 a month on the game could be, like, quote unquote, a big spender to you. But there are people who drop $100 on, you know, any given week on the low end, or any given day, just about. At least I'm not safe from this evil person. And again, I don't even take part of in every big sale. This was like the first sale in like a year that I welled out. And that was also largely because of some of you. Not largely, but entirely. What I really had fun with APOC was the full mutant team doing a Biscarine run. Yeah, and I did that like with rank 3. And I mean, I kind of like APOC. I'm not in love with APOC. I'm kind of fairly indifferent. He's okay, but he's not a champion that I really want to use or want to play. You know what I mean? The same Onslaught, by the way. I have no problem saying that Onslaught is. Why don't you rank up champions you like or characters like? I do, still. But APOC, for instance, is not one of them. And for most part, again, I do rank up them, but not necessarily to the highest rank up level. Because at this point, anything in game I want to do with a character that I like, I can do it with the 7-star rank 2. There's just about nothing in this game that you can't do with the 7-star rank 2. Right? So, you know, I like, I don't know, first, okay, Moleman's rank 3. Who is rank 2 champion that I like? Purgatory. But Purgatory really you can use only for like incursions and some questing stuff and things like that. And she does all of that fine, 7-star rank 2. Not once I have felt like, oh, if only my Purgatory was 7-star rank 3, I could do this 9.2 path better or some shit like that. In Ordeal, I was bringing in like 6-star rank 4 Sentry, who I hate by the way, but you know, he was good enough for the job, and plenty of 7-star rank 2s. The point is, I rank up champions that I like, not to the max rank up level, because they absolutely do not need it. The only place where you need max ranks and rank 3s in this game is competitive play, really. Yeah, exactly. Deathless She-Hulk, I just took her to rank 3 for Alliance War, but I did the entire Necropolis path with 7-star rank 2, and she soloed every fight that she could, that I did with her. I think maybe I died once. So nothing in the game needs 7-star rank 3s, rank 4s, aside from competitive content. And if I rank up for competitive content, then I'm going to rank up the champions that are good in competitive content. And again, I do not understand how that is brain rot. To me, that is just an optimal distribution of your resources. I get to use the champions that I like, wherever the fuck I want, as 7-star rank 2s. And then I use the champions that get the job done the best when I'm competing for the best rewards. So, how do you get the Hell's Kitchen token? You can't anymore. There were like these weekly deals as the Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil Born Again episodes got released. One was releasing these like special offers where you could try and pull Bullseye, and we're collecting these tokens. So it was effectively cash offers that you purchased throughout the runtime of the TV show. And now you can cash them in. So, trust me. Who gives a shit about Daredevil Hell's fucking Kitchen though? Like, I am kind of befuddled of this, like, do you really think Daredevil Hell's Kitchen is a good champion? You don't. Like, let's face it. Daredevil Hell's Kitchen enters the Titan Crystal. Do you like it? No, you don't like it. You bitch about it. Right? Daredevil Hell's Kitchen right now in the game only has 2 purposes. Number 1, it is to make every single crystal that he's in worse. He would be a crystal filler, crystal killer. He would be like the bad pull of any crystal. If he enters 7-star basic crystal, you do not want to pull him. If he enters 7-star Titan crystal, you'd be fucking livid that Kabam had the audacity to add him to the Titan crystal. You know? If Kabam releases Omega Days event and adds Daredevil Hell's Kitchen in it, you'd be begging not to pull Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. The big question is, why the fuck do you want to spend money or units to get Daredevil Hell's Kitchen? I mean, I like the series, don't get me wrong, but Again, Deadpool Hell's Kitchen has two purposes. To make every single crystal or opening that he's part of potentially worth less and worse. And also like as an arena points type of situation. So that's it. There's nothing else to it. Like, why do you care when you get those Hell's Bells? Investing early in his 2028 buy. I mean, that checks out. But, you know, by 2028, I'm quite sure you can probably acquire him. Yeah, let's just flip it uno. Okay, just die, okay? That's really exactly, he's just trash. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Dario Hell's Kitchen is trash. You know how I know he's trash? You know how I know you know he's trash? Dario Hell's Kitchen existed in this game at the highest progression level throughout the entire runtime of the game. Since Dario Hell's Kitchen came out as a 4-star, he got quickly added as a 5-star, he got quickly added as a 6-star. At no point I have seen anybody max out Dario Hell's Kitchen, aside from like 2 people who like really like the champion. You throw what he's out for, like he's like what, 8 years old champion, 7 years old champion. You had 6 years, 7 years to max out Dario Hell's Kitchen whenever you could before, to the highest progression level that was available in the game at the time up until like last year. Nobody fucking did. And now you think that with 100 more champions in the game, I would be willing to bet, all of whom are better than the Hell's Kitchen, all of a sudden you want to rank him up? Again, there are probably like 3 people with rank 5 Daedalus Hell's Kitchen in this game. But yeah, when 6-stars were max, when 6-stars were the max progression level, you could rank up the Hell's Kitchen and use him if you wanted to. But the fuck you did not. If I don't care about Valiance, good GC and stuff, that's fine. Like, again, we all can play the game differently. I'm not saying that any one of us, you know, has necessarily the right answer and call. But, and was it you who said, like, BG's brain rot is real, something like that? And it's not really BG's brain rot, it's just, you know, trying to play the game as optimal as I can with the resources that I get. He was even worse before he got buffed, that is true. But he's still incredibly shit after the buff. I mean, somebody here did say about BG's brain rot and me, which is why I explain. Because you know, I have seen comments like that. It's like, okay, you only give a shit about BGs. No, I give a shit about every single game mode. It's just I rank up champions if I can get something back for it. And to me, it makes sense, yeah, because I can use 7-star rank 2s anywhere. Can't use them in PvP, really. Nobody of our level or higher is doing a damn thing with their exactly. And never was, that's the thing. Rank for BGs, you'll have anyone you need ranked up for other content. Exactly. That's exactly how I see it as well. And, as I explained before, for other content, I can use 7-star rank 2s, for instance, easy. You know, any single piece of content, was it Epoch, is it like Saga Incursions, is it like Necropolis Challenge, stuff like that. You can always use 7-star rank 2 and you can do just fine. Like, maybe you can save yourself a revive. So yeah, I rank up for Alliance War, Prestige, and BGs. Streamlabs. Well, good luck to you. BG's banner. Yep. Speaking of, by the way, well, not entirely related, but God, I wish Lady Deathstrike was better. I like 89 things about her. Only one thing that I wish is that she was faster. Oh, whoopsies. See if there's any other consistent content. Well, alright. So. And I just got a brand new pack. White, ay. By the way, I absolutely love my rank 3 mole man. The dude is such a beast. And again, he's not necessarily the best BG champion at the moment. I took him up, I think, for Alliance War mainly. And now he's one of my main Alliance quest champions. And I love questing with him, and I love using him. Sentry and Enchantress to be considered great attackers. Oh, well, that as well. People who want Sentry and Enchantress to be considered great attackers for long-form content. My thought process there is, yeah, but I can just use fucking Sinister. He's equally busted for that type of content, and also good for competitive content. So why would I want, let's say, Sentry? Yeah, every content champions, in my opinion, are designed to fail in this game. We're thinking about new solo competitive content coming. It was hinted on in the Radiance announcement. I think people are gonna be very pissed off at it. I can call it right now. You know what? Why people are gonna be pissed off at it? I can tell you straight up. Because it is either going to be prestige adjacent or extremely RNG counter dependent. You're very, very, very mean degree. Because one second, I'll show it to you. I think here's the thing. I am hopeful for it, right? I think I might enjoy it. But I 100% will have to make a video about people being pissed off about the new piece of content. Where's the wedding fund? The wedding fund's still there. There you go. When, but I think we can nullify. I mean, Enchantress Special 2 looks very, very good. I agree to that. But she's fucking awful for anything in the game. There's not a single piece of content in the game where Enchantress should be your go-to option. But yeah, here. So, what is it? Okay. Mention we're working on new game mode, and that game mode will fill in this missing piece of the puzzle. Like AQ, it'll focus on roster strength. So them saying like AQ, it'll focus on roster strength, it immediately should mean either prestige or something akin to that as the main driver for success. It's gonna be whale game mode. So, I think it's gonna be Kabam's way to quote-unquote reward the whaliest of the whales. Because right now there is no single place in the game that rewards you for being the fattest of all the fat blubbery blobs. You know? Yeah. Like here, prestige, which is often, kind of for the fat blubbery blobs. But that's first of all, that's a team game mode. There's no place solo for you for that. Prestige only like looks at 5 champions, right? But even I can get 5 of the highest prestige champions up to SIG 200 at some point, relatively soon. For instance, if I didn't want to rank up Serpent, I could have ranked up Silver Surfer. If I didn't rank up Photon, I could have ranked up Quicksilver. And, you know, I can do another rank up. And so effectively, I can have just about the same prestige as the biggest whale in the game. And if that is only thing that this new game mode looks like, then again, you know, it doesn't particularly reward the big, massive whales. So, I think it might be something like top 30 prestige, and I will see. But again, I am quite sure it's going to be for like mega whales. Because currently there is nothing in the game that rewards mega whales directly. You good, buddy? Again, prestige is fairly tight, and even like moderate spenders can kind of hang in with the mega whales. Mega whales can have like, you know, they'll have 15 rank 4s by the time I'm gonna have 7, but I can have just about the same prestige. Which Kabam again, and another reason why I think that is because Kabam spoke about that Valiant EQ beta test thing, right? And they already said that they're going to be using prestige for top 30 champions there or something. So clearly Kabam has been thinking about it too. Quicksilver was another mega champion, so free-to-play. Well, to be fair, free-to-play can get every single mega champion. It wasn't a cash event. Not that I'm trying to defend Kabam here, but it wasn't a cash offer. If you're free to play, you could have grinded the units, and you could have remained free to play and acquired Quicksilver. The bigger problem is that it has never been made available again since, not the fact that it was part of the mug days. Because even a mega whale who wasn't playing at the time can't get Quicksilver. How is that fair? How is fair that a Mr. Mega Whale can spend $20,000 on this game every month and he does not have an opportunity to acquire Quicksilver? See, the same logic there. You're just looking at it from like your own unique perspective because you're not spending, couldn't get him then, and it has not been made available to you. But again, the same goes for any person who does spend and just didn't spend on that sale. The big issue there is that, yeah, it has not been made available again. Which I take a big issue with, which again, I think is one of the things that twisting players' hand in participating in this Heart of Fire sale. I know it fucking motivates me, as a, for instance, somebody who cares about battlegrounds. Because Nick Fury, Tiger, Fam, and if it's going to be Hulkling or CGR, every single one of those champions is going to be like a staple, a vital for you to do well in battlegrounds. And Kabam's effectively indirectly using the example of Omega Day sale, where they haven't made any of those champions available since, to make me instinctively think or believe that unless I participate in this sale, I will not have another chance to acquire Nick Fury, Tigra, Fam, and whoever for a very long time. Therefore, that will significantly hinder my chance of being competitive with the people who do. So it's, in my opinion, extremely well panned out, let's say, psychological manipulation there. Sales tactic, but a brutal one of that. Because if you want to be competitive, you sure should want that big ass Nick Fury and Tiger and crap. And if you don't take part in this sale, you're not gonna get them. Some of them meant like they should make those champions. They absolutely should. And to be fair, I do think that Omega Day's champions will enter the basic crystal within the next 3 months. That'll be my expectation. But I could be wrong. I think they will, but yeah, to be more specific, it wasn't unfair that those champions were part of Omega Day's sale. The thing that's unfair is that Kabam has never once brought them back. Shocker and Adam were part of 2023 banquet event, and they are in the baseball now. Sentinel Medusa are not yet. Oh, come on. I hate the AI sometimes. I hate the AI fucking lot. Okay, give me back my... Oh, God, come on. Fuck, no. Oh, who to pick? Sentinel Medusa. Assuming all of them stay unduped. If you do not, it depends how actively you play. Like, if you have plans to use an Awakening Gem on, like, Medusa or Sentinel, then I'd probably pick Sentinel. Otherwise, I pick Shocker, because Shocker is probably the most used one of those champions. And you would actually have a chance to dupe him afterwards. If you are prepared to use or Awaken Photon. I mean, I'd probably pick Sentinel or Awaken. I think I'd pick Sentinel. If you are prepared to give Sentinel an Awakening Gem at some point. Otherwise, I just pick Shocker. Well, how much does make some people lag? Yep. It's stupid. Honestly, the dust lag and the Lotan lag is kind of the main reason why right now I'm looking forward to the MCOC PC release. Oh, just because she's not as offensive you see an unduped. Stay Shocker. So. I mean, that is an argument as well. Yeah, I would go Shocker because you actually have a chance to dupe him. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Most people are going to play on iPhone. Yeah, no, I'm iPhone 15 Pro Max as well. There we go, though.
Why is he at the party and he's acting like he's hench? Them traps look like Hershey's and that t-shirt's on the stretch. Do you even lift?
Was that a thing? I don't think I remember that. Yeah. I actually would really like 7-star Cassie at some point. When Cassie came out and AI still wasn't a spastic freak, Cassie was like fucking amazing.
Then I get to work, that's 6 plates and it's moving. It's the usual you heard. 3 times every week, bro, I always put in work. I don't even do this much, but I'ma show you how it's done. I'ma show you how it's done. It's 100 for a single, you ain't built for this, bro. I'ma show you how it's done. It's 100 for a single, you ain't built for this, bro. You ain't built for this, bro.
And I still want to rank up that wolf. I don't know. I think I might just end up waiting for the Heart of Fire sale. They'll figure out where we're gonna go there. Come on.
That's 2 reps for the warm-up. Then I get to work. That's 6 plates and it's moving. It's the
Rank 3 Black Panther, which one?
3 times every week, bro. I always put in work.
Oh, whoops.
Don't even do this much, but I'ma show you how it's done.
Alright.
I'ma show
You chill there.
it's 100 for a single, you ain't
Which Black Panther? Do you like White Tiger? Yeah, I do. Classic Black Panther. I'm not a massive fan of that idea. First of all, for Black Panther to be somewhat good, you need that Black Panther a very high sig. And I wouldn't mind it too much if for two things. Number one, Black Panther's guaranteed crits on special intercept would have the Herc's intercept window rather than the narrow ass window that Black Panther has right now. It's almost impossible to get that timing. It's very, very rough. For whatever reason, again, for the special attack to count as an intercept, like Herc has so much wider window than the Black Panther does, and that makes Black Panther significantly more finicky and less reliable to use. And number two, if Black Panther had an infuriate or infuriate adjacent mechanic. For instance, when you have the Panther's rage thingy active, then, you know, opponent's aggressive or something like that. Have you seen the new rewards in game? What new rewards in game? I mean, I can restart, but what rewards are we talking about? So very within Domino's 100 Deadpool X or American 4 rank 3, and I saw a Sinister with. And you chose the Lambda there. Did you claim the free reward? I'm trying to. We'll see now. What is the free reward? I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you what though. I'm claiming a lot of those free units. And see the new Devil Hell's Chain. No, it's an exciting change coming to Baltimore. There's an opportunity. Where does it take me now? Oh, this. Alright. Is it this what you meant, or? Oh, you meant. Well, this chain, I saw it. I claimed this thingy. Yeah. 3 crystal. Got that. Alright then, 1 second. Let's try it out live. In front of you guys. So events, our PC pre-reg. Okay. Okay. How will I receive the rewards? I'll send you. Okay. Cool. Apparently I'll receive a unique code. Where's the code? I haven't gotten the code. One second. I don't know. Give me my thingies.
Come through when I'm in the room. Better get in tune. Smash that boom boom. Come through.
They still have yet to send me anything.
Better get in tune. Smash that boom boom. In the car, better pull the curtain. She's a big twerker, a little big birther. Good Lord, that thing's working. On God, baby, have mercy. I don't play when I'm doing it.
I know.
Man, I'm bad to the bone when I'm doing it, and it's peak when I'm doing it. My man don't know that I'm doing it.
Streamlabs isn't letting me donate for some reason. Are you shitting me? Can anybody else try that, please? Can anybody give this a go? Yeah, I pre-registered for it. But did anybody receive them already, or? Actually need like captain of all of this stuff, but sure. Yeah. You confirm Draxler. Okay, half god goes to Gulag for like, give him 5. Give half a 5. Not working? Streamlabs not working. Why not though? Oh. That's not alright. It opens the page fine for me. Tip settings. There's a mailing game. I did.
Tried to give you the time, but you lost it. Now I'm out with a baddie, she the boss, yeah. See the stars on the roof, now she loves it. But she knows how I move, that's a problem. You know how I move, how I do. It don't matter who I'm with, it's not you. And you can never.
Okay, you can try Stream Elements if you want. One second though. Stream Elements, is this enabled? I think it's enabled.
Trying to find me, then it's gonna be a journey. Big racks in a duffel, it's so heavy. Came from the belly, now I'm swerving in a German. Can tell when you're lying, cause when you're replying, you start.
Okay.
See, I don't know why I let you into my life when you're not even my type.
No, 1 second. Stream Elements is the same. God damn it. That does not sound fair. That does not sound nice. Oof. Alright, well, there's nothing I can do about it. That stinks. Okay, registration does the game even have that many players? Yes, it does. It has more than that. Hey, something came through. See, it did in fact come through. It didn't have the like notification sound, but it did have the pop-up. YT user. $2. $2 from YT user. See? Well, thank you, YT user. Yeah, exactly. Stream elements did come through for you.
Me and broski pulled up on pedal bikes like the feds, blue lights, them man dash. Remember when I got chased by the ballies? Oh my god, them man were fast. Me and War, we stepped out bareback like no gal, we went out raw. We were only little kids on a block, but it was fun and games, we was at war. I remember the days, the childhood days was one of the best times of my life. All of my friends and me, we were brothers, my guys, my slime, my family, my brothers. We were young and dumb, we didn't have no stress, it was all banter and jokes. They asked me why I always laugh when I rap, standing on the block with my crew. One of the best times of my life. We were brothers, my brothers, we were young.
Yeah, who are you sending to Gulag?
On the run. In the playground, them gal want hug, gave her a hug, now she want lips, gave
How many units did back issues give you? The fuck if I know, to be honest.
and I don't even know what a rob is. I'm still trying to figure out what it is. We used to go out and play in the rain. We go home and we still be dry. Now I get wet when I go outside. And the gal them say that I lie. I tell them that they weren't there when I was young, so they won't know what it's like. But back in the day it was different. Back in the day it was nice.
Oh. Alright, I claimed that crystal already. Yeah, I opened it. I got the 5-star symbiote Spider-Man, something like that. I wonder why it doesn't have a notification. God, I miss Quake. Quake, don't get me wrong. Objectively speaking, Quake is awful for the game, and I would not want to deal with Quake. Everybody running around with Quake. But if we have Serpent and Kabam's answer is ban him, then Biss goes to Gulag? Are you sure? Are you sure, YT user? Why can't I just, I don't know. Quake's awful for your joint health. Yeah, if you quake longer for than a minute or like a minute and a half, your fingers start to hurt. Now put Ronald in there. What did Ronald do to you? Oh, you can put Ronald there yourself. But fine. I'll do it for you. Might as well have the best fun on PCs. Well. Sorry, Biss. That was not my fault, though. It was Yash who did it. So now I have all the milestones in the top 2 arenas. And some milestones in this one. Oh, maybe love this is his name. D. Ronald, what are you? What's up, Isakan Patak? How are you doing? I mean, I don't know, man. At this point, you know, since she's 5-star gated, as far as I'm concerned, they can completely rework her and I wouldn't care. That would still be better than them just never releasing a 6-star. You know what I mean? Yeah, get me? God, this arena is tedious. I think I have finished this arena like twice. Is there anything like bullshit with getting 3? Where? In Heart of Fire? Don't think so. Maybe like a couple of crystals. Those are great. Yeah, no, that would be a big troll. Yeah, Kabam giving you basically like one of the most OP champions targeted for free. Still not good enough for you? Just being greedy. Now, of course, you always can want more. I do want more. We'll see how they do this entire Heart of Fire shtick. We're getting 3 7-star Heart of Fire event. Last year we did not. Last year, I think first guaranteed 7-star was like 7k units. There were plenty of things that you got effectively free. As in, like, you could open a whole bunch of Cav crystals, Paragon crystals at the time, for free, but not a guaranteed 7-star crystal. There was like 8k units to get to that milestone, I think. Or something like that. Why is Streamlabs buzzing out? It worked like yesterday, still fine. I think. Bad Streamlabs. Few things in this game are as inconsistent as Spider-Gwen's heavy attack distance. So sometimes she throws a heavy attack right next to her, and sometimes it just glides for you. Oh wait, he's immune to everything? Alright, fine. Still Warrior could be a good champion. Almost. Oh, Spider-Gwen used to have by far the best special one in the game. That special one of Spider-Gwen's got memed so fucking hard, I actually kind of miss it. To the shop, walk in the Tesco, got a basket, made my way to the freezer, 3 times free, yeah, I got the re-up, shit's getting hot, but I'm trying to keep cool, shit's getting peak when it's getting that warm, it can get hot like the wings on my fork, the guy from the underground came to the store, and I just got a brand new pack, just eat it, with a triple caramel, and I just got a brand new pack, cookies and there you go for, no, fuck that.
I just got a brand new pack, milk chocolate with a honeycomb, yeah, and I just got a brand new pack, might be my favorite ice cream there, and I just got a brand new salt caramel, with a sweet biscuit, and I just got a brand new pack, yeah, this one's
I mean, yeah, I think we got somewhere somehow fairly cheap on it. Looking back in the milestones, I think it was like 8k units that were needed, but maybe it was less. I mean, since that is quite insane. Spider. Oh yeah, I do remember that one. Spider-Gwen's unblockable level 1. That was like when Kabam had a good sense of humor. Yeah. Oh crap, this was a bad idea. I mean, we're still gonna win, but... For the longest time when I was grinding Arena, I always had the worst habit. I remember it still like today. When I was grinding Arena actively, I always just like automatically not thinking it through, you know, match it so I can get as many class advantages as I can in the fight, right? And always I gave Magneto a metal champion. Like, as, oh, mutant, I'm gonna pick attack, and it's like, ah, fuck. Like, and it was like every goddamn time. Kind of meant to be, since I just built success in Zero. Fair enough. Ghost Rider rework wouldn't be bad. You know which champion I think deserves a rework, or a small, you know, adjustment would be very, very good? One did Dormammu. I think Dormammu has been completely abandoned, left alone, and forgotten. Don't have a 7-star Dormammu, do we? And I think Dorm is the type of champion that with small adjustments could actually be very, very good. Okay, by the way, just to check YT user, are you still here? I wanted to ask, did you also try Streamlabs or just Stream Elements? This is going to be eating me up. I mean, Electro too, sure, but definitely Dormammu. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of cool abandoned champions. Yeah, Hype is aging very well. I didn't think Hype would kind of like outlive Archangel in relevance, but to be fair, like if Archangel is how do you think if Archangel was a... Streamlabs doesn't take Amex? Oh, fair enough. James, can you do me a favor? Etc. Might took OG Deadpool to rank 3 and 640. Why though? Anybody remember the times in Arena when you were literally unable to win a fight against few champions against some champions? Like when Willpower was working for each stack of debuff, then champions like Ant-Man and shit could literally never finish an Arena fight. Those were the times. I'd rather have AA over APOC. Yeah, me too. I definitely have AA. Much rather over APOC. Think AA would still cook? I don't know though. Like, okay, let's name the 10 most relevant competitive defenders. Let's say Onslaught Photon. Like, against Onslaught, it would not be a great counter. He probably is able to do that fight, but it's not going to be an amazing. You know, Dust, let's say no. Obviously, like double immunities and shit. Domino, kind of, he did do those fights, but he wasn't like the best at it. It was like kind of in the pinch. Okay, let's move on to the Cosmics. So Deathless Thanos, absolutely not. Poison immunity. Serpent, nope, not really. It was borderline impossible with the reduced duration. So not really on Serpent either. What else we have? Medusa, still no. Tex, Obviously not. Like, he wouldn't be able to do the Sentinels, the Zolas, the stuff. He can do Red Skull, but that's just about it. What else? Skills. Like, we still have obviously the card. He was okay against Bullseye, ish, but not again, not the best, but okay, doable if you get good RNG. But again, Korg, nope. Atuma, not really, sort of, kind of, not really, basically. What else we got? That's annoying recently. Enchantress, he would probably be good for Enchantress. So yeah, I don't think Archangel, even in Sansa right now, would be like all that significant. I still would prefer him over the Apoc, personally. But yeah, I don't think it would be that all that right now. When will they say CGR Hulkling? I think that should be tomorrow. I joined into 2015 as well. Yeah, I remember when people used Sandbag in Arena because you kind of had to. I used to do it. Saving the best for last. That's just about what Nas said in one of my streams here. They said, saving the best for last. Can you imagine the last champion announced to be a dud? Then I asked Nas specifically, you know me, you know what I care about in the game. Will I be excited about the Cosmic Champion release? He said yes. So that immediately tells me it has to be the Hulkling or CGR. Because Kabam said they will not release Herc. And besides Herc, there's only Hulkling and CGR that I would give a crap about. Like, that I would be excited about, basically. So, there you go. It's gonna be one of those two. Or am I still here? I genuinely have no idea at this point. Piloting? Probably. But long since I had kind of like insider knowledge regarding that. Mom does seem to be policing it much more. By the way, did TC end disband or something? Or is it still here? You know, those guys did in fact get docked like every other season in Alliance War. That's again everyone's ranking set. Oh yeah, I remember. I mean, it was kind of cool. They changed the name. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, well, I do. Dock TCN? Yeah, they get docked like every other season. I think last time they got docked so hard they ended up in Platinum 3 or somewhere. So they got like triple dock or something like that. Yeah, I do. For a very brief, for like one season, I was in MMX myself, so. DNT. Hey, it would be funny. Cap used to be such a chat ban. I miss Cap being relevant. the issue with Cap is the fact is he's still like a very good champion. The issue with Cap is that his entire SIG ability is obviously dependent on champions on your team, and now like synergies and synergy adjacent abilities like Caps are just taking such a huge beating. Dentist well. I'll be honest, I never enjoyed his crystal openings. And that's not the reflection of him. It's just his crystal openings always kind of seemed fairly boring to me, because I knew he's gonna get the champion when he was well. Like, you know, when you were watching anybody else crystal openings, that was like you know, whether he will or will not get the champion type thing. And the most tense crystal openings that I watched was Brian Grant when he was still playing seriously, because you know, because he was like strictly free to play, and he was like genuinely doing his best and like strategizing and planning. Every single one of his crystal openings had kind of seemed to have more weight to them. But when I watched Cowell's openings, I was just completely emotionless. I was like, you know, yeah, this is filthy, but I knew he's gonna get the champion. The question is how many times he's gonna do with the champion, or you know, how far he's gonna go. But to me, just like, yeah, okay. BG's not playing anymore? What do you mean BG's not playing? It's off season right now. Well, Sebastian, it's up to you. Come on, throw it. Throw it, you. Wanker. Oh, he's gonna need to get all the gems. Zero fun. Yeah, that's what kind of like. Tuned in a couple of times. I watched a few of them. Were you part of Omni as well? No, I was at no point a part of Omni. Painful as being here beforehand. I think there was like one variant where we used. Oh, there was that variant where there was a shit ton of power gain, but also some willpower healing, and we used like Magneto before his buff to eat special 3s because he couldn't take more than X amount of damage. I went to Omni. Well, they disbanded. I don't know. I don't remember exactly why, but. Kind of doubt it. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't bet on Kabam giving a free Heart of Fire 7-star crystal.
That's 2 reps for the warm up. Then I get to work. That's 6 plates and it's moving. It's the usual you heard. 3 times every week.
Also, Heart of Fire is 100% gonna be that boxing. Well, so far it has not been confirmed. I think there will be that box thing, but so far we only know that there definitely will be crystals. Most of these champions need an awakening anyways. Yeah, you're right. But it's not like awakening gems are unavailable. Right. Should I do another late stream today for Valorant friendlies or not? Kerbal. Yeah, that's true, okay, then. Did you guys know Gambit can be... I know. I think I didn't get with you if you triggered Limbo with BG friendly for sure. Are you sure about that? I mean, maybe. And I do need to practice a bit. I did, by the way, take up Spiral to rank 3. Pulled the trigger on that one. Yeah, Gambit also has a fairly good unlock. Remember when people were trying to convince us that Yondu was a good buff? By people, I mean the usual suspects. Like, honestly, like, that was one of the things that kind of really soured me towards Kabama and people actively covering exclusive content for them. Because every goddamn champion was fucking mega god beyond god tier, and everything that released was like OMF and G, and Jubilee was the new mutant god tier, and like fucking Thor Ragnarok was insanely good buff. Really, is like looking back, is like, was Thor Ragnarok a really fucking good buff? Like, was Jubilee the new mutant god tier? Like, that is one of the things that definitely made me feel much more antagonistic towards several players. Or at the very least, it made me... what would be the best way to put it? Disregard a lot of opinions. Like, after all that, like, I couldn't give less of a shit about what some people think. Because I just can't ever believe that. Is there only kindness? Overall paradox effect? Oh yeah, Quicksilver Martyrs are also called the best new science champions. Of course they were. Explain it, Carlos. Yep, chatting. No, well. I wish they would be Warcanic. They already did! Like, but they did. Oh, Lance War Victory Rewards. Nice. Alright. Let's see if I can get a few more units. I need science or mutant. I'll take science. My photo now is Sig 180, but I'm not gonna give her a single Sig stone until I have enough to take her to Sig 200. Because God forbid I'm gonna get Sig 96 and then I'm gonna accidentally dupe Photon. I'd be so pissed off. Alright, Fideen units. A la Fideen. A la nothing. And a la Fideen. Okay, let's go for it. Final rage? Sure. And nothing. Okay. Okay, fine, whatever. At least we got some. 33,635. Drop a link. Take head 198. Nope. Well, there you go. Happy birthday? Is it JJ's? Really? Jeez. Well, happy birthday. I feel awful now. But not a weekend. Not until a week today. A week off? Oh, thank fuck for that. I would have felt horrible if I missed that. Alright. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye bye.